as always, heavy spoiler alert. This is your warning. If you're still here, let's go.
Y'all already know what it is.
What's up? It's your boy JJ with the Geeked Out podcast. I'm JJ, and this is Geeked Out with JJ. What's up, everybody? Today I'm here to talk to you about episode 3, House of the Dragon. Let me tell you, this episode was absolute fire. It was insane. All right, they gave us so many little turns that we weren't expecting. They led us one way, pulled the wool out in the throat, you know what I'm saying? It was a intense episode from beginning to end. And as always, heavy spoiler alert. This is your warning. If you're still here, let's go. Again, last warning. Watch the show, watch this episode before you watch this video, because I'm about to spoil every single part. All right. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, we're on. Listen. So this episode, right, starts off with a lot of talking, right? Like giving us a little more information. It's a little bit of a time skip. We see that King Viserys finally has his firstborn son, and Jit looks like he's about two years old, give or take. Alicent has another bun in the oven, so you see she's pregnant. Rhaenyra, obviously, she's feeling a little pressure. There's a firstborn son. Obviously, he's the heir, right? That's how they do it. That's how the gods want it. That's how the men want it. That's how it is. Unfortunate, but I'm gonna get back to that. Anyways, obviously, we're seeing a lot throughout this episode that Rhaenyra is of age, which means there's a lot of people asking for her hand in marriage. And she feels like her father is just trying to cast her away so that he could name his son the true heir. And she's getting that little teenage rebellion going. Now, that's what we think this whole turmoil is going to be. We think that they're going to be this big crosshair, that they're going to be at each other's necks because the king wants his firstborn son to be the heir. And Rhaenyra knows this, and that's what we're led to believe for the first couple minutes of this episode. But like I was telling my brother when we was watching this episode, this might be the healthiest father-child relationship we've seen. All right, closest coming to it was Ned and his kids, and but we didn't get all those heart-to-heart feel moments like we're getting right now with Rhaenyra and her father. Instead of him doing what she thought he was doing, he straight up tells her that, listen, you're the heir. I named you the heir. You're my firstborn. And that's how we're going to rock. And I'm not going to force you to marry no one you don't want to. You need to get married, right? He put his foot down for that and said, but you get to choose who you get to marry. And that is insane, right? This is something that you expect to happen after the events of Game of Thrones, right? When they're becoming more progressive, right? But this is back in the day, right? And the king's straight up saying, listen, you marry who you want. We have strength. We don't need strength. Do what you need to do. Find your love, but get married. And I respect that. I respect the hell out of that, right? Because we're so used to these deadbeat fathers or horrible fathers or what have you, right? We have fathers like Tywin Lannister who sends Cersei off, right? So his family could be stronger. He puts Jaime on this pedestal that inevitably ruins him. And obviously, we know what he did what he did to Tyrion. Banged the love of his life, and essentially made this guy's life hell. Terrible. You have King Robert, who really isn't the father of Joffrey and them, but to his knowledge and their knowledge, he is. neglects them, doesn't even talk to them, doesn't acknowledge them. All right, horrible. Then you have the actual father, Jaime, and I'm not even gonna get into that relationship because although he did care for him, it was weird. It was weird. Truthfully, fathers in Westeros, trash. Absolute abysmal, absolute rubbish, terrible. But we have a very healthy relationship between these two. Now, moving on to a little more exciting aspects of the episode, we are essentially in the middle of this war between, the Valerians and Daemon's dragon riders versus the crab feeders. And Corlys' brother, he sends a note to the king requesting for reinforcements. And the king obliges, right? It's his brother still. And maybe after having this conversation with Rhaenyra, and maybe he's feeling like some sort of, like familial remorse to how everything's transpired, he sends a note back addressing Daemon. It's basically saying, I understand that, everything that's happened has made us drift further apart from each other, but I don't want to see you dead. And I'm sending you 2,000 men, a couple dragon riders, and we're about to put an end to this war, and it's going to be it. I don't want to see you fail. Daemon reads this letter, is engulfed in rage, and again, a mislead. He goes to this island, and where the crab feeders are, grabs this white flag, raises it, and it's making you believe that, this dude just switched sides. He's about to fight with the crab feeders, and he's going to try and, destroy what his brother has. At first, that's how it seems. And then when they get close, homeboy just starts shredding them. I feel like homie got some of his powers from the Morbius movie and kept them because he was booking it. This man was fast as heck. Like, he has super soldier serum. He was just mowing down these crab feeders. And then what's called the Valerians get there, the Dragon Riders get there. They're doing their thing. They're mowing everyone down in sight. Finally, Daemon again across the battlefield, fast as hell, gets the main dude and just brings him back in a very tightly packaged meal, essentially, right? Because just half of him, that's all he needed. He just brought him back, and the episode ends with Daemon's victory. What I gather from Daemon doing this is originally my first thought was, wow, this dude is so petty that because his brother's, extending the olive branch, he's gonna go switch sides. Obviously, I was wrong with that, but I was right in the sense that he did it out of pettiness. He didn't want his brother to get any clout for this dub. Daemon want every single bit of responsibility and accountability for this win to be on his shoulders. Now, this could be because he wants to stake a claim to the throne. This could be for a couple different reasons, but the main reason is that he didn't want his brother having no part in this victory. That he didn't even want a shred of doubt that this wasn't done by himself. And in all honesty, he did that. Douchebag, but he did that. The episode ended on that. Obviously, the next episode is gonna have to address the aftermath of this war. I'm sure Corlys probably made a promise to Daemon that he's gonna back his stake to the throne, and we're gonna see what happens. Because honestly, I really couldn't tell you. Everything seems like back at home is starting to get better. We see from early on in the episode that the king is just kind of losing his mind. All the politics, and 2 years after losing his wife and his son, or whatever, I think it was a son, he's just reeling. And at some point before we get to Daemon's story, it seems like he's found that groove back. He's found stable land to step on, and I really hope that's the case. But I don't know. Like I said, Daemon's gonna come back with this W under his belt after this war, and with Valerian, with Corlys, backing him. Who knows? Do they have the right stake? Are they gonna be able to do something? We have to find out. And as always, thank you for watching. Hit that like, subscribe, comment. Let me know if I missed anything from this episode. Let me know what you thought about the episode. that was it. This was Geeked Out for JJ with JJ. Thank you for watching, and as always, you're.
Yeah, they talking about me, yeah, they talking about me. Cause when you getting money, that's when niggas talk about you. But they can talk about me, promise that I'm getting money. And they can say what they want, but they ain't fucking with me.